Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. We are loving life right now in England a little bit after yesterday's fantastic result. Everyone's smiley, everyone's rosy, everyone is singing, it's coming home. And I know a lot of you are peed off at that and a lot of you are quite angry at that. And I get it, you know, the non-English people, I know you hear it's coming home a lot and I'm sure you've had enough. But I'm sorry, it's coming home. Let me give you a little bit of clarity as to where that phrase came from, because a few of your comments yesterday, I've had enough of hearing it's coming home, but where does that come from? It comes from the song by Badal and Skinner. If you know the song that was done for the Euro 96 tournament and then initially afterwards for the World Cup in 98, they redone it. In the lyrics, it says it's coming home, and that's where it came from, because it's such a popular England football song. We've just stuck with it because we've been waiting. I mean, that song was done, with 30 years of hurt, Jules Rimet still gleaming, the World Cup, and 55 years now, we're still waiting. So it looks like it's all looking good now. We might actually have a chance. It's coming home. But everyone's happy. I hope you are too. Just to let you guys know before we get into today's nitty gritty, please follow my Reddit. There's 750 followers there now. Fantastic. Honestly, thank you all so much. We're aiming for 1,000. I haven't checked the post, but what I am going to do is give you a Reddit video this Monday. It will be the first one, as the last one got corrupted and I couldn't release it. But this Monday, first Reddit video. So get to my Reddit, link in the description, link right here. Put your posts up. The one of the best upvotes, least amount of downvotes, the best ones will be looked at. So make sure you go there and do it. Now let's get into today's Chelsea's nitty gritty. And it's good news. There's news popping left, right and centre. Not about Erling Haaland. In fact, Matt Law went on the London Blue podcast, and it's crazy when you think about it, because we all initially thought that there would be developments with Erling Haaland, and since the price tag thing that I told you about a few days ago, we haven't heard anything. And Matt Law clarified that and said that at the moment it's gone a little quiet, but Chelsea are making moves, so we will see how that goes. But there's other news that Matt Law has provided for us, and there's things that we didn't expect here. Really didn't expect. Let's check out the first exhibit. Exhibit A, Matt Law, take it away. Another player Chelsea have looked at that hasn't been reported is Ndidi. But if Rice is hard to get from West Ham, Ndidi will be tougher to get from Leicester City. Since last night, there's a lot of people that have come online and said, you see, this is why Declan Rice is being looked at by Chelsea. And to be honest, look, with the way that he played yesterday against Germany, he was different gravy. Fantastic, absolute class. And if he can do that consistently, then yes, he would be a fantastic buy. But that's the issue that we don't quite know from Declan Rice yet, is if he can do it consistently. He's young, been playing at West Ham, fair play to him, he's done great, and now at England, he's doing well, very, very well, so fair play to the lad. But can he do it consistently like all the other lads that we've got can? And that's going to be the key, because if you're going to try and come into the midfield and battle with Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, you need to be consistent. It's as simple as that. We don't necessarily need a midfielder that's going to come in and revolutionise the entire midfield. What we need is someone that's going to come in and be solid. Declan Rice is solid. But at the same time, he will definitely want to try and acclimatise himself as one of the starting men in the team. Whereas you look at a Tchouameni or you look at someone else and you just know that they wouldn't be of that caliber, but they'd be nice to have, and that's what we kind of need, especially with Billy Gilmore going out on loan. But we'll see. Matt Law went on the London Blue podcast and he did say that in relation to Declan Rice, West Ham are going to be asking for near 100 million, and Chelsea won't do that. But he did say that if the fee comes close to about 70 million, things could get tasty. So it's down to Chelsea to try and pull West Ham's value a little bit down and to try and get them to come to their level. If they can do that, then there's a possibility for negotiation. If West Ham are not budging, Declan Rice isn't moving. It's as simple as that. Chelsea will not pay the money that West Ham are asking for at the moment. They just won't. And that has been clarified by Matt Law. As he said, he's gone on to say if it reaches about the 70 million margin, Chelsea will be happy to talk. So it's up to West Ham. It's down to West Ham. We'll see what they do. But the other player that was mentioned here, Ndidi, that's a target that's being looked at if we can't get Declan Rice. Now, I don't know about you guys, and I just said Declan Rice yesterday for England was absolutely fantastic. But in terms of the characteristic of DM that Chelsea need, Ndidi would be the perfect fit. Perfect. That is exactly what Chelsea need. They need someone that is solid, that is robust. We don't necessarily need someone that is going to be playing the ball off the park. We need someone that's going to be like a Mikel. Do you remember John Obi Mikel and the role that he had? That is very similar with how Ndidi plays, and Ndidi at Leicester has been second to none. Absolutely fantastic. His link up with Telemans, with Maddison just in front has been brilliant, and that would be a good reassurance to have if we need to shut a game down, if we need to play against a physical team, if we need to come up against really strong opposition where we're finding it difficult in midfield. Ndidi could be a solution here. And Matt Law says that Chelsea are looking at him. Now, that's not necessarily meaning that we're going to get him. Leicester definitely do not want to let go of Ndidi. That's for sure. So we'll see how that develops. But you never know. You never know. Anything can happen, especially in today's day and age. And talking about anything happening in today's day and age, Chelsea are linked with this geezer. Let's check it out. Thomas Tuchel wants to strengthen with someone who can play as an impact right wing back and right winger. Wolves would want 20 to 25 million for Adama Traore. Chelsea's scouting department have had him on their radar for a while. They made an inquiry even when he was at Middlesbrough. And that come from Matt Law as well as he went on the London Blue podcast. This I didn't know about since he was at Middlesbrough. Like, that's a long time. I mean, not a long time, but, that's long before Tuchel, let alone Lampard. So have we been keeping our eye on him for this long? I didn't think we would. But what I heard weeks ago was that Thomas Tuchel was interested in Adama Traore. And as a right wing back, he's definitely an option. Now, I've heard some skepticism from you guys in the comments when I've mentioned this before. And I understand. Adama Traore plays for Wolves. Is he up to it? He's got great talent, don't get me wrong. His physical nature is... He's a beast. He's a beast. In his own right, he's a beast. I mean, he's so much of a beast that he needs his arms oiled because defenders keep trying to hold on to him. I mean, that's how deep it is. Very, very fast. So quick. And that would be a big boost for Chelsea. But he's a very, very... he's a system player. He's a player that suits one style. Simple. And that is if you're playing with an in-and-out winger, right wing back... That's Adama Traore. You try and move him anywhere else, he just cannot do it. He's not versatile at all. So he would be a particular position only. And do we need him? Not necessarily. We don't need a winger. Obviously, with the way that we're playing under Thomas Tuchel, if we were to get Adama Traore, that would pretty much confirm that we're sticking with a back three. Because he can't do anything else except play in that formation. As I've said, as a right wing back, as a winger, but he definitely, I don't think he'd be put up as a right winger, as an offensive player, when we've got Hudson-Odoi that can play there, when we've got Ziyech, who again might not be leaving. We'll see what happens this summer. Pulisic, if he goes onto the right-hand side, we don't know. But anyone else can fill in there. Adama Traore, I'm not so sure. As a right wing back though, absolutely. Now, 25 million, as I've said, I've heard your doubts in the comment section when I've mentioned this before, but for that price tag, that's a good deal. That is cheap. That is very, very cheap. 20 to 25 million for Traore. I mean, fair play. If we don't have any other option and we definitely want a wing back, do it. Do it. Because this was the thing with Hakimi. We all wanted Hakimi. A lot of people weren't happy with the price tag. We didn't end up getting that done. But since not getting that done, a lot of people were saying, we don't need anyone there. We don't need anyone there. So if we don't need anyone there, we can get this guy for 20 million. We might as well. That's spare change to Chelsea, and it just gives us another option. So honestly, I'd do that. For that price tag, I would do it. But let me know in the comments, would you do it? I'd love to hear your opinions on that one. And it'll be interesting to see just how much Wolves would be willing to accept and how low we can take that price. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Now, other news, it relates to the women's team. Yes, the women's team. You're getting women's team news now. I mean, talking about diversity and all that. I didn't think I'd be doing this, but I saw this and I thought I got to mention it. I got to mention it for one reason only. She's related to one of our first team players, and it would just make sense for her to come to Chelsea. Check this out. Chelsea have made a final offer for Lauren James. Yes, Lauren James, the sister of Reece. She plays at Manchester United. So she plays for Man United's women's team, and there she is with the Champions League trophy. No other Man United players getting close to that, that's for sure. But she's the brother of Reece James, and Chelsea are trying to get her to Chelsea. And Chelsea's women's team, as we've seen, have done fantastic. Absolute class. class. And talking about the women's team, Emma Hayes on commentary for BBC, by the way. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. She knows her stuff. She really does. And it shows, because look at the women's team and what they've accomplished. Fantastic. Add Lauren James to that team from Man United, I think it would just be perfect. It'd be perfect. So Lauren, come on. Come to Chelsea. You know it makes sense. You can join your brother. You can always be with him at Cobham. It just makes sense for family and for career. Simple as that. I hope that happens. Now, talking about a bit of a shock here, something that I didn't expect. I don't even need to say much. Let's just check this out. This was from Everton. Here it is. Unbelievable stuff here. Absolutely unreal. Rafa Benitez is the new Everton manager. I never thought I'd be saying that in my life. Rafael Benitez is the new Everton manager. Ex-Liverpool, has been there for flipping quite a long time, won the Champions League, done all sorts at Liverpool, and now he's Everton manager. I mean, that's on par. To be honest, that's actually on par with Mourinho going to Tottenham. So, but to be honest, this feels worse because with Mourinho, he went to Man United, you know, and that's a direct rival in itself. And we at that time thought, oh, okay, this is a little bit dodgy, you know, but it's not as bad as Tottenham. Afterwards, he went to Tottenham, but we kind of already got the gist that he's happy to go to any club because he went to Man United. With this is something no one saw coming, especially with the way the Liverpool-Everton rivalry is. I mean, they despise each other. I think they despise each other more than Chelsea and Spurs. You know, because Chelsea, Spurs, yes, there's history there, but there's not really been much competition. Chelsea always dominating, it is what it is. You know, London is blue and all that. But with Everton and Liverpool, I mean, that is just a Merseyside thing. They've got their own little story up there, and no one gets in between that. It's just those two at loggerheads. And to see Benitez, who's done so much at Liverpool, who criticised Everton when he was at Liverpool and said that they were a small club, is now Everton manager. Have we entered some sort of parallel universe or something? But look, I think it's safe to say loyalty in football is out the window. Anyone will do anything for employment and for good amounts of money. That's it. I've seen Liverpool fans say they're not bothered. They're not bothered by this. I've seen more Everton fans angry than Liverpool fans, if I'm honest. I've seen Liverpool fans look at this and go, Everton aren't really competition, so I don't care. Nice to have Rafa back in Merseyside. They're actually kind of happy for him. Everton fans are fuming. Everton fans are looking at this and going, why? Why have we done this? We're not the people's club. This is a joke. This is a shambles. Hey, you're a disgrace. And they've just flipped. But in hindsight, I think he's going to do a good job for them. Honestly, and we remember when Rafa came to Chelsea, we were against it because of what he said about us when he was Liverpool manager, if you guys remember. But he actually done a job. And he won us the Europa League. And even though we didn't like him, there was kind of a mutual respect by the end of it. And we kind of just went, no, you know what? Okay, yeah, we don't like each other, but fair play, Rafa. Thank you. Good luck for your career. And I wish you the best. But there was just respect after that. I think he's done a good thing going to Everton. And I think he's going to help them. We'll see, though, because Ancelotti couldn't get it done. Can Rafa get it done? We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comment section below in relation to Ndidi, Declan Rice, and what you think about that saga. Adama Traore for 20 to 25 million. Would you do it? Or would you not? Let me know in the comments. Lauren James being chased up by Chelsea. Come on, make the move. Let me know in the comments. And let me know about Rafa to Everton. Something I never thought I'd say in my life. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one. Subscribe if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. I'll catch all of you tomorrow for a brand new video. And to just wrap up very quickly, just to remind you guys, it's coming home. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. And peace.